Paras, this is not a domestic Mumbai local cricket game pitch, but this is a Sharjah pitch which is being used for the IPL. A very soft wicket, and there is no help whatsoever for the batsmen. 133 for 7, 134 for 7. Yeah, that's all
34,
they've
yeah.
managed. Paras, what's your take on the first innings?
These runs that they've scored, 134, seem to be a lot given the circumstances. The pitch is very two-pace, and the cutters don't seem to arrive at all. And
Yeah,
there's decent assistance for the spinners as well. It's going to be a very difficult wicket as Chennai do not play spin that well.
absolutely, Paras. If you look at the scorecard as well, you can see all the bowlers have been bowling really well, getting all the wickets, and just the cricket game that cricket lovers don't want, where the bowlers are
Yeah,
completely dominating the game. And you can see only Vridhiman Saha is the player who got more than 20 runs. Rest all of them were struggling to score. So do you think that the second innings will be even tougher? Like you said, Chennai not the best players of spin. You just said a minute ago. So it's
yeah.
gonna be tougher.
It is going to get tougher, and they've got Rashid Khan in the tank,
Yep.
and he, irrespective of get aggressive towards him or be defensive towards his bowling, he tends to pick up wickets on such pitches. And the other bowlers that they have in Sharma and the left arm spinner, and Holder, and there's Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. A lot is expected off of these bowlers,
Yes.
and given it's all in favor of Chennai as of now, what we speak, but we've termed Hyderabad as giant killers.
They are the party spoilers, if I have to say, the silent killers. They will come back and they will just, take you out of the game. So, speaking of the first innings, Paras, what do you think? What was the brilliant thing that Chennai did as a bowling unit, personally, according to you?
They bowled in the right channels, and also the rotation of the bowlers was brilliantly
Yeah.
done. Right, getting Bravo to bowl round the wicket and coming over the wicket. Hazlewood, given the new ball. He's been giving him the new ball regularly, but he's just done the right job today. Getting
Yes.
those brilliant wickets up front, put Hyderabad in a spot of bother. But that one shot that Samad hit towards
Yeah.
long on,
Oof.
that was a shot of the innings. And
Class.
that is when we talk about kya pitch ka baat karega. It's upon the batsman to play properly, and irrespective of what how difficult it's been for Hyderabad, I expect a cracker of a match today evening.
Absolutely. And, Vridhiman Saha, the only player, like I said, who got
Yeah,
more than 20 runs, and him personally scoring a 44 out of 46, you can see the struggle in an opening batsman who's played over 46 balls and struggling to get to a 50 as well. So that
yeah,
itself shows that the pitch was not the easiest to bat on. And like you said, that the Chennai bowlers bowled in a good channel. They were very well prepared as to the conditions and where do they have to bowl. And that's
yeah.
what they did. And, aced it completely.
You're correct here, Yash. In the beginning of this innings, a lot of shots were hit down the ground, and they were
Yes.
just merely timed. It wasn't overhitting, but gradually, since the fourth over got completed, and a couple of wickets fell, it was all topsy turvy for Hyderabad. And all the wickets that we saw were basically drag-ons. There wasn't enough shot behind the par. Because of the pitch being slow, you try to hit the ball too hard, and you basically
Correct.
scoop it up. So, all that we've seen today is a classic example of a slow wicket.
There's a comment here which I'm getting by Manan Sawhney. He says that SRH need to win this to keep the tournament interesting. I mean, every game SRH plays Paras, it's gonna be like, we don't want to lose face. We are here to compete and not just participate. So yes, Manan, we completely agree. And today, Paras, do you think that we can see an upset from SRH? You've predicted SRH since the
Yeah,
very first ball. So do you think that we can still expect the unexpected from the Sunrisers Hyderabad?
absolutely. Hyderabad, even in the previous years, what we've seen is, they've defended these low totals, may it be Mumbai, may it be any other team. So, the conditions will favor Hyderabad. And, on a pitch such as this, as a cricketer, I've played a decent level. Once you get bogged down, it's very difficult to hit your way out. One
Agreed.
mistake and you're out.
Absolutely. And, Hyderabad facing a mammoth task of playing the most experienced side in the whole of IPL as the
Yeah.
Chennai Super Kings with that golden boy up front, Ruturaj Gaikwad. What do you have to say about him? He's a beautiful batsman and he is really knocking the doors for the Indian cricket team. How good is
Right.
he? And, how great has he been this year for the Chennai Super Kings, Paras?
it's totally to do with MSD. He's shown a lot of
Absolutely.
faith in the young chap, and the way he's been delivering is something that's mind-boggling.
Yes.
Anyone who hits sixes with a straight bat always catches the eye of a spectator, and the way he's gone about building his innings and rotating the strike, and he does a lot of talking also with the non-striker, may it be Faf or Moin or anyone else. So he's a very composed lad, and seeing him get runs is very pleasing to the eye.
And we've also got the Arnold Schwarzenegger of cricket. That's Faf du Plessis with those big biceps of his. He's scored around 394 runs, I
Yeah,
think, in this year's IPL, and he's also in the running race for the orange cap. How good
yeah.
has he been? If you have to speak of this opening partnership, you spoke of Ruturaj Gaikwad, and that he's the golden boy of Indian cricket at the moment. But what about Faf du Plessis? He's the experienced war horse.
Talking about Faf, he's caught everyone's attention since his debut match. He's an extremist. On his debut, he basically played 300 balls to draw the match, and he's
Yeah,
a guy who can score 150, 55 balls. So he's a very, very good player, and he's focusing on the T20 leagues since the last 2.5 years now,
yeah,
given his
yeah.
retirement from international cricket. So he is a specialist. We can call him that now, and
Yes, we can.
his yes. So his buy for Chennai and the faith and the performances that he's given, he's cemented his spot. And him co-aside with anyone opening with him will always feel very comfortable, given the composure he has.
Paras, just one thing that you spoke about Chennai not being the best players of spin. But if
Yeah,
you look at the Chennai batting lineup, they consist of the best spin playing batsmen in the whole country. You've got a Moin
yeah,
Ali who's brilliant against spin. You've got a Suresh Raina. We know he has his problems against short, fast bowling, but he's the
yeah.
king of spin. You've got an MS Dhoni who is the king of cricket at the moment. Everything he does is brilliant. Okay, but do you really feel that Rashid Khan is going to be so lethal? Couldn't you feel that if they omit these 4 overs from Rashid Khan, if they play him safe, score probably run a ball 20, 24 runs in his 4 overs, the rest bowlers can be taken to the cleaners because 135 is not a very big total, as you saw.
No, I totally accept the theory that you put across that starting with Chennai having the best batsmen, but given their recent performances, they look very scratchy against spin. I know I'm talking and comparing this bowling attack with KKR, who've got two demons rather than one
Yes,
in their team. And coming to the recent performances, it looks very tentative as to which ball to go after, which not to. And CSK is a well gelled unit, and we can also see a lot of shuffling from the batting
they will.
lineup.
Yeah.
They already are in a good stage of in this tournament, but playing Rashid Khan on the back foot, trying to be defensive, is a possibility. But it also depends how the other bowlers strike and how Hyderabad's captain Kane Williamson uses Rashid Khan.
Absolutely. Kane Williams' experience is going to be very pivotal when it comes to the second innings, and
Yeah,
135, a mere 135. If you watch T20 cricket, you know that's going to be chased within the first 15 overs. But that's the funny part of cricket. It's not over until it's over. So, live action coming up. Paras, finally, backing your prediction of SRH or still having a bit of thoughts of Chennai?
absolutely. I am gonna back Hyderabad tonight, but I expect it to be a very very good contest.
Brilliant. Then that was from our expert. He's backing Hyderabad. So I love that about you, being bold as always and not leaving your guard. So fantastic. Sunrise Hyderabad, it is from our expert. Live action coming up. And I'll see you in the post match show, Paras. Thank you so much.